LAUSD goes back to school on Thursday, and families have a lot on their minds for sure, from safety to school supplies.
Yeah, Superintendent Alberto Carvalho joining us now to talk about how the district is preparing for the big day and what parents need to know before their first day. Thanks for being with us.
My pleasure, Bob and Jan. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Thanks for having us. Okay, so let's get right to this, because an LAUSD student, we were talking about this, with disabilities was detained by immigration officials outside of school yesterday. Obviously, this is frightening for a lot of parents. What would your message be to parents this morning?
Trust us. We are prepared. We are ready. What happened yesterday is a despicable abuse of power on display in our community and across the country. We're talking about a 15-year-old with disabilities whose communication skills are impacted as a result of his disability. And the incident was described by federal authorities as a misidentification of an individual that they were seeking. But that's no excuse. That is why we have made a significant appeal to the federal government to create safe zones around schools, around 2 blocks outside of the school, 1 hour prior to and 1 hour after the school day ends, because no child should ever witness. Look, let me say this.
Have you got a response to that,
not
though?
Yet.
You're asking them, and it's not like the federal government's going to say, hey, we're not going to go near your schools.
We're going to push them on it. But look, let me make this point. There are no sidewalks for immigrant children versus others in our community across the country. And when we see masked men with long rifles jumping out of vehicles, apprehending adults, that is shocking to other adults. Just imagine the mental health trauma that is created in the minds of impressionable children. That's why we're asking for this, but also we've empowered our community with family preparedness packets. We've trained our staff. We have legal aid support for impacted families. We're doing all we can to guarantee a safe school environment for all.
Yeah, we're looking at some of the pamphlets that you're going to be handing out to some families. Changing bus routes if you need to is something you're talking about. You're also giving parents the option to have their kids learn virtually again, which
is not ideal, we know that.
Yeah.
However, for these immigrant families, it might be a true concern.
Absolutely. So we always kept a virtual education program through virtual academies that has enrolled around anywhere between 4,000 and 6,000 students annually post-pandemic. You're absolutely right. There's nothing like face-to-face instruction in a classroom. Teachers are magicians who identify learning deficits. They provide strategies. They identify sometimes abuse beyond the schoolhouse. We provide nutrition and health care to kids. But it is certainly a better option than no schooling whatsoever as a result of immigration fears. You're absolutely right. We have rerouted our transportation routes to ensure maximum convenience for parents, transportation for all. But we're doing also partnerships with community-based organizations to ensure safe passage, particularly in areas that we know have been heavily targeted for immigration raids. Pico Rivera, Southeast LA, the Valley. So the very first day of school, we expect it to be a fairly regular day with a lot of presence. We are deploying over 1,000 of our central office employees to assist schools and monitor safe passage routes around schools to ensure that kids and families are protected.
One more question, because we are running out of time, I believe it or not. You have made significant gains post-pandemic within the school district.
We certainly have. Thank you for mentioning it. Not only, number one, this is the second year in a row where across all grade levels, across all disciplines, reading, math, science, the district improved significantly. This year, however, we improved in a double-digit form compared to last year in reading and math. In conversations with the Department of Education, they are touting our success as really a very unusual success. Even across the country, there's no other large-scale district that has done what we've done. We've overcome the pandemic learning loss and surpassed it, reaching historically high levels of achievement for our kids, despite the concerns, the poverty, the homelessness that many of our kids face.
The wildfires as well.
The wildfires. I mean, despite the disruptions, the trauma, the challenges our kids have faced, they have overachieved compared to where they were just a few years ago. Kudos to our teachers, our principals, the support staff in our school district, and certainly our parents.
Well, we're certainly pulling for all of them, and
That's
that
right.
they continue that trajectory towards success. We appreciate your time.
Thank you.
We know you're busy there as we approach the school year.
Let me just say, Thursday, first day of school, we are reawakening that sleeping giant called LAUSD from its summer nap.
That's right.
We'll all be watching. We'll see you out there on Thursday morning, right? You know you're always there out and about.
Indeed, with the bus drivers.
Yep. We appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Thank you, Superintendent.
Be right back.